Yo, what up? My name is Ruku Manze. It's been a minute, an absolute minute. I think nilikuwa nimeanza hii channel kitambo 4 years ago to be precise. To anyone that used to watch me, thank you so much, but I know I let you down, but sahi nimekam. Now the reason nilikuwa nimeacha, maybe just a quick recap, ni kwa sababu kuna equipping I know that I needed, but now I think sasa niko nayo, and all I can tell you is that it's going to be a very good ride right now. Yo, be expectant of so much. Now if there is anyone alikuwa amesoma description of your channel, now this was it, and this is also why I'm here. Okay, ilikuwa ni why are we here, like why is man on earth, right? Why is human on earth? Like why were we created? Is there a purpose for us to be here? Now before I even go further, there are very many theories explaining why we came here. For the one reason why I have decided na mimi nilikuwa manaini kwa sababu all the other theories do not explain the purpose, but Jesus time even explain at least purpose. All right, now kuna any Bible verse nitakuwa nataja, I'll be putting it here, mtakuwa mnaicheki. All right, but let me just quote this, hii sitashina nikisoma. Kuna mahali Paul aliandika kauliza, God who created everything, like I mean everything, you yourself, you can imagine everything, why is he so mindful of man? All right, hiyo ni swali Paul alikuwa anajiuliza. So for the same reason I am here. So like why is God so mindful of us? Why was there a need for us to be here? And now let me speak because niko naongelelea generation yangu. Hypothetically speaking, there is too much strain on our bones under the weight of all the lives that you are not living, the ones that you are not living. Most of us, if not all, kila msi ana feel ni kama ako mahali hafai kukua somehow too. You do your own research ama statistics, in about 5 people maybe mtu mmoja ndiye ako contented, the rest 4 wana feel there is somewhere that I need to go and I'm not there yet, and out of the 4 maybe 3 hawajui hata ni watafika hapo aje. Right, and for the same purpose we here right now. Part of the main reason ya hii channel mbona tumekaa hapa ni kwa sababu, now this I think I have to quote the whole thing. First Peter chapter 1 verse 18. Peter alikuwa anasema it cost God plenty to redeem us from the empty-headed life that we grew up in. Now growing up is a process, it's a gradual process. Hiyo ni kitu progressive. Hiyo okay, uzali wako ina grow up siku moja, you know, it's a progressive. So what a process does, a process programs your mind to know that this is how we do things, right? Na kuna vitu mingi sana manze, ni wenye sitaki kutumia jina mbaya, but na feel there is too much that has been cultured in our heads and in our minds, which somehow, okay, sitaki kusema ni nonsense, lakini which somehow is not necessary for our lives. And it's very nice that Gen Z wako disruptive. It's very nice that kuna part of millennials pia wako disruptive in their thinking, right? Kuna like I love my generation design yenye tunaweza stand up for ourselves. Now usikie kuna mtu anaambia mzazi wake, this is not right, we are not doing this, right? And that's a good thing for us. Unfortunately, not so much of guidance has been given. I'm not saying that I know everything. One saddest thing about our generation, my generation, ni kwa sababu we have a name for everything. I want to believe watu wa kitambo, the medieval age and the older guys and the primitive ones, they died of depression, but I don't think they had a name for it. What they knew ni ati, we have a problem, how do we deal with it? Alright, it's not that I'm disregarding ati depression, but all I'm saying is there is too much in my generation, too much. Do you know, tuko kwa hiyo, unajua kuna mali Yesu aliperform miracles mpaka akaanza kuambia ma disciples, if you believe in me you will do these works and even much more than this will you do. Now do you know sisi tushafika kwa hiyo age ya much more than this will you do, because the ones that Jesus did, I don't believe my generation can believe in that. Now, for this one reason, we are too skeptical of everything. Assuming sahi hata si pastor mwingine, pastor wenyu aende tu a heal mtu blind. Do you know, due to the skepticism yenye imekuwa introduced in our lives, which is by the form of worldview, which I'll be speaking a little while later, there is some skeptical view, some concepts in your head yenye nataka wewe kuenda kuuliza mse, uko sure kabisa huko unaona? Uko sure mtu akukulipa utuambie? And you know, that is some skepticism yenye somehow hizo miracles azita apply kwetu. Somehow too, they will not. And you know, out of the 38 miracles that Jesus performed, with all honesty, mimi nimepata ni 5 peke yake ndo tunaweza believe. And let me mention them. One ni ile ya kufeed watu 5,000 kwa sababu generation yetu tuko njaa, tumeinama. Ai, bana tumeinama wengi. Now, that is one yenye tungeamini. Because either way, that is evident, you know. Kila mtu anaona na hiyo chakula imeproduciwa, umekula. So, of course you believe that. Secondly, yenye tungeamini ni ya turning water into wine. Tunapenda hii kitu. So I know hiyo pia tungeamini. Hiyo nyingine yenye tungeamini ni yenye Yesu aliambia Peter, enda kwa ile fish utatega ya kwanza, uchukue coin. Juu tunapenda do mbaya sana. Kitu kingine, hiyo miracle nyingine yenye tungeamini ni hiyo yenye Peter aliambiwa tuingie huko deep, uchukue mafish mpaka wakashindwa, kwa sababu lastly tunapenda kukuwa productive. Hiyo 5 nimesahau, nikikumbuka ndasema lastly ni kwa sababu tunapenda kuwa productive. And the reason nasema ni kwa sababu sisi tunahitaji hizo miracles, they are much more than this will you do, ni kwa sababu tuko kwa intellectual age ya hapa. We know too much. Na unajua kitambo, as Pasatia nashindaga akisema, kitambo headache ilikuwa inaua watu, kitambo homa ilikuwa ina madawa se, lakini due to technology na information tumegain, sai homa is not a threat to you. Ukipata homa umeingia chemist, umeitisha flu gone and you okay. You know, ukiumwa na kichwa umeingia hapo hivyo, chukua mara moja umeze mara mbili, uko sawa, you know, you are fine. So kuna some miracles that were done then. Right now, I don't think zinaweza tufaa sana, and that is the major reason of why nasema there is some explanation that we need of who we are. Why are we here? What is the purpose ya mbona si tulieko hapa? Now let me explain what a worldview is, which nilikusomea kwa hiyo 1 Peter. Worldview is a set of beliefs and values which in turn affect how you view things, how you feel them, and how you emotionalize them. Alright? Now, in turn hiyo kitu yote ukiweka pamoja zote, there is how now we view God. There is now how we view ourselves, there is how we view our folks, there is how we view other people. Kwa sababu hii worldview yote ndio umeona saa hii kila msee anasema ndakutreat venye unani treat. Get? Kwa sababu somehow kila mtu ni kama we are all making bitch moves. Unanipata? Kila mtu anataka kumove venye anataka. Hakuna mtu anataka kushughulikia neighbor yake. Kila as in sayara, we don't even care about women, we don't care about men, we don't care about nothing. Like tume lose touch na almost everything. And you know, we need to come to the realization of that. And the sooner we come to that, the better. Okay? Now, sitaki kuthrow words tu hapo ama nini, but another disclaimer yenye nataka kuweka, I don't know everything. So I welcome every criticism. Kitu tu naomba, may it be constructive. I think the last thing I will need is discouragement. Nikipata encouragement, nitafurahia. Nitafurahia mbaya. So lastly, maybe just to explain this, in Genesis chapter 1, I think verse 26, after God ameumba kila kitu, ndio kitu alisema, let us make man in our own image and likeness. Now let me explain the image part. Image part is, for instance, take a mirror. Eka mirror mbele yako. if you stand in front of that mirror and you lift your hand and the person you are seeing on the mirror doesn't lift the hand, now that will freak you out mbaya sana, because I mean what you are seeing on the mirror should be an image of yourself. So if you lift your hand, you expect the mirror to lift the hand. So ukilift mkono na hiyo mirror ikatae kulift mkono, then there is a problem. Unaniget? Now part of the reason ya mbona niko hapa ni kwa sababu tunataka to explain hizo vitu ya mbona God saa ingine akinua mkono si atuinuangi, because part of the image part ni kwa sababu ana expect kenye inafanyika huko. And you know, a human being is a multifaceted being. Now what that means ni ati we coexist in several dimensions and realms. One of it ni the physical, how you move here on earth, how you talk, how you think, hizo vitu zote. Kuna the second dimension. Of course the dimension ni mingi, hizi zenye tu nataja ni just a few. The second dimension is the dream part. You don't see that, do you? But either way it's in your head. Kuna venye uliota sijui ukiwa kwa desert, umetoka kwa desert dakika moja uko Seattle, umetoka Seattle dakika moja uko Canada. Now that's your being, that's part of you. Okay, now there is another part ya vision. Now there is ushaikuwa na vision, hauwezi elezea mtu nini uliona, but you saw it either way, you know. Then in a human body there is still a spirit, which in our generation imepatiwa a very negative stereotype, and somehow we feel like we do not need it. And let me tell you something, we need it. We need it, like yani hatuwezi survive bila hiyo stuff. Hatuwezi survive like na too bad shetani ni poa tuingiza shetani hapa kweli, lakini let me just say there is a veil that has covered almost all of us design. We've been taught ni mambo tu ya kuongea na ndimi, na most of us tuko scared of your stuff, and that is why we do not want it. But I'm telling you, it is so real. It is as real as you can feel yourself. And part of the topics that we'll be speaking about hapa ni hiyo. Now I need to say this, hii channel si motivation na si self help. Now maybe just to make a comical comment about that, motivation suddenly kwa generation yangu kila mtu anataka motivation ya kufanya kitu. Suddenly everyone wants self help, you know, motivation na sasa this is the jinx that I don't get. Na mwingine akiipata pia aniambie, where do you get the motivation to go and buy a motivational book? Where do you get the motivation to watch a motivational video? Now that's a jinx I don't get. Then kuna self-help. Now self-help, most of the people who are seeking self-help, they read. Now the jinx also I don't get in self-help ni kama unataka self-help, unaenda unachukua kitabu ya mtu mwingine unasoma ndio upate self-help. Hiyo sio self-help, dummy. Hiyo ni help, because self-help means you dig deep to know you. That's how you help yourself. If you are reading another person's book, now that is help. That is not self-help. And you know, a good thing about us ni ati we are all seeking to understand ourselves better. But you cannot get that by another person's experience. Hiyo ni experience yao. Hivyo ni venye wao waliona life. Na unaona kama yeye alifika mahali akaandika book, huyo sasa ndio alipata self-help. Hiyo ni book yake. In fact, not that I'm tarnishing anyone's book, alright? I'm just saying that each channel itakuwa self-help na itakuwa motivation. We are only speaking about one stuff: Godhead, Jesus Christ, Spirit of the living God, and God the Father. Hizo vitu tatu peke yake, because that is what explains how we are here. That is what explains who we are, alright? Maybe just to explain one thing. Ule msee mwenye alidiscover maziwa alikuwa anafanya nini na ng'ombe? You know, like yo stuff inanisumbuka kwa akili yangu sana. Like alikuwa na nini na ng'ombe, you know. So all I'm saying is there are so many other things that are being explained out there. Kuna prophetics, kila mtu ana, of course watu wengi wamepatiwa word na God. Kuna charisma, which is very good, in explain how we supposed to be earthly useful. Kuna prosperity, kuna everything. But mimi hizo ni vitu mimi sitaingililia. I know mnaweza zipata elsewhere. Like I mean, kwa church yako ina preachiwa kila Sunday, ukiingia YouTube iko, ukiingia everywhere, kila mahali, hakuna mahali haiko, you know. So mimi sitaki kuduel kwa hizo zote. Nataka tu kuduel kwa moja peke yake. Muni allow tu ni duel kwa hiyo moja peke yake. Like unaona easy, like I mean, mtu mwenye alidiscover maziwa, I think angekalia ng'ombe ikuwe horse. You know, maybe at one point I don't know, angeifanyisha imlimie ikuwe kama plowing machine, but alihitaji tu kuhit one thing. Alafu maziwa iko na products more than 10. Akatoa hizo maziwa, akatoa hizo products zote kwa sababu tu ya kuhit one thing on the nail. Na mimi hiyo ndio ile kitu mimi nataka kuhit, kwa sababu mimi na feel tume encourage hizi vitu zingine sana zote, tukasahau kuongelelea that one guy who does it. And that one guy is Jesus. Mimi na feel amenipatia hiyo burden tu ya kuongelelea huyo msee. Mimi sitaki kuongelea wasi wengine, nataka tu kuongelea huo msee peke yake. Unaniget? Na maybe huo msee atatoa more products. Maybe kama venye huo msee alidiscover maziwa alifanya. Unaona? I mean that's the only thing that I want to speak about. Mimi okay, hakutawahi kuwa na discussion yenye utakuja hapa nikwambie next year utapata gari yo. Yo, I know unaweza pata gari, lakini let me leave that to your pasi, kwa sababu sijapewa hiyo. Mimi nimepewa tu hiyo kuongea hii peke yake. Alright? Okay, in a nutshell, Yesu na venye anatu impact na venye anafanya sisi tukue earthly useful. Why are we here? Alright? And that is the only thing that I'll be speaking about. So what's up? And manze, I can't wait for you to hear tomorrow's topic. Yo, that is going to be fire, manze. Hata mimi mwenyewe niko scared kuielezea, but topic ya kesho ni why were we created? Was there a need for us to be here? Like why was we, mbona tulikama hapa? Now we'll be explaining that in detail, and I hope that you tune in. Alright? Now adios from Captain Ruku. Yo, I love you guys. Na yani I can't wait to spend time na nyinyi. Na pia nimesema I welcome every critique, and I'll be so happy for us to learn together. And adios muchachos. Yeah.